Tonight, a story unfolding at the crossroads of celebrity family dynamics, unexpected romance, and public scrutiny is capturing headlines nationwide. It began with a simple question about age, but quickly spiraled into a conversation far bigger than anyone anticipated. Blueface's mother, Carlissa Saffold Harvey, has sparked new debate after reacting to her son's relationship with reality star Hazel, a pairing marked by a notable 17-year age gap. When TMZ Hip Hop caught up with Carlissa at the Northridge Mall, she appeared genuinely surprised, believing Hazel to be in her 38-ish range. Her expression said it all. This new romance has clearly thrown her off balance, and her remarks suggest she may be reevaluating what options she believes her son should consider. But ultimately, this moment goes beyond shock. It highlights the constant tension between family expectations and personal choices within the unforgiving spotlight of fame. As the details became clearer, Carlissa's reaction shifted from curiosity to mild concern, not necessarily about Hazel as a person, but about whether Blueface is thinking long-term or simply swept up in the excitement. She noted Hazel's good looks and strong presence, acknowledging that the Love and Hip Hop alum has maintained a youthful image. Yet beneath that compliment lay a subtle hesitation, a mother's instinct kicking in as she processed the reality of their age difference. In the world of celebrity relationships, age gaps are nothing new, but the speed at which public opinion forms can create pressure from all sides. Carlissa's candid reaction shows how family members often struggle to keep up with the fast-moving personal lives of stars whose every move is broadcast to millions. And for Blueface, whose relationships have already been the subject of intense public interest, this new chapter invites even greater scrutiny. Meanwhile, Blueface and Hazel seem unfazed by the conversations swirling around them. Sources say the couple appears genuinely comfortable, spending time together and enjoying the early momentum of their connection. For fans, the pairing raises questions. Is this a serious step for the rapper, or another moment in the ever-evolving saga of his public life? Observers note that Blueface has long navigated a complicated web of relationships, some warmly embraced, others openly challenged by his family. Hazel, a seasoned reality TV figure, is no stranger to the pressures of public commentary, and her confidence may play a stabilizing role in the relationship. Whether the age gap becomes a lasting obstacle or a brief talking point remains to be seen, but the couple's willingness to move forward suggests they are intent on writing their own narrative, one that doesn't hinge on external approval. But even as Blueface's new relationship draws attention, Carlissa has shifted her focus toward another heated topic: her ongoing criticism of Chrisean Rock. In a pointed moment, Carlissa accused Chrisean of smoking and drinking while pregnant with Blueface's youngest son, reopening tensions that have simmered for months between the families. These accusations add a new layer of complexity to the rapper's already turbulent personal landscape, and they highlight how intertwined his romantic life, family conflicts, and public persona have become. For viewers, the situation raises broader questions about responsibility, influence, and the emotional toll of living under constant media surveillance. As Carlissa continues to voice her concerns, the debate intensifies, not just about Blueface's choices, but about the ripple effect those choices create in an environment where every statement becomes a headline and every relationship becomes a storyline. As the conversation spreads online, analysts note that Carlissa's comments reflect a broader trend where celebrity families often become active participants in the public narrative. Rather than standing quietly behind the scenes, family members increasingly use interviews and social media to voice opinions, defend their loved ones, or influence public perception. In this case, Carlissa's mix of shock, concern, and criticism has fueled discussions across platforms, with many viewers questioning whether her involvement helps or complicates Blueface's already fragile personal relationships. Some argue that her outspoken nature brings clarity to situations often muddled by rumors, while others believe it adds unnecessary pressure. Regardless, the dynamic underscores how intertwined fame and family have become, with every reaction amplified and every personal moment transformed into public dialogue. At the heart of the story is a deeper question. How much should age matter in a relationship, especially one under such intense public focus? Supporters of Blueface and Hazel point out that the two adults appear confident in their connection and are openly enjoying their time together. They argue that age gaps, while sometimes controversial, do not determine compatibility or long-term potential. Critics, however, express concern that such disparities can create imbalances in experience, expectations, and long-term goals. For celebrities, these differences can be magnified by career demands, lifestyle pressures, and constant media attention. As debates unfold, one thing is clear. Blueface and Hazel have stepped into a spotlight brighter than either may have anticipated, with millions watching closely to see how their relationship evolves. Meanwhile, Chrisean Rock's name continues surfacing in the conversation, not because of her actions today, but because of Carlissa's sharp criticism. These renewed allegations about Chrisean's behavior during pregnancy have reignited old tensions and drawn responses from fans who follow the ongoing drama between the families. Analysts note that this conflict reflects a pattern where past issues reappear whenever new developments arise in Blueface's personal life, keeping emotions raw on all sides. For the rapper, this means navigating not only his new relationship, but also the complicated history that continues to shape his public identity. The recurring friction reveals how unresolved disputes can resurface at any moment, especially when fueled by the speed and reach of online commentary. As the situation evolves, industry observers emphasize that the constant circulation of opinions from fans, critics, and family members alike creates a unique environment where personal decisions feel more like public performances. Every gesture, every reaction, and every relationship becomes material for analysis, often overshadowing the individuals behind the headlines. In this context, Blueface's mother advocating for someone like Kim Kardashian over Hazel becomes more than a passing remark. It becomes a catalyst for speculation about his future, his image, and the standards his own family believes he should uphold. These layered expectations highlight how difficult it is for public figures to balance personal desires with the narratives imposed upon them. In the end, the story is still unfolding, and the coming weeks will reveal whether Blueface and Hazel continue building their relationship amid the noise surrounding them. What remains certain is that the conversations sparked by Carlissa's comments have pushed this romance into the center of cultural discussion. As Blueface navigates the overlapping pressures of family, past relationships, and new beginnings, audiences will be watching closely to see how he defines his path forward. Whether this chapter becomes a lasting bond or a momentary headline, it underscores the modern reality of celebrity life, where love, conflict, and family drama are never truly private, and where every choice becomes part of a much larger story.